Winde says while economic growth and job creation will remain among the province's apex priorities, addressing violent crime is as important.
In the month of January, 345 citizens murdered here in our province. It is something that I've been crazy about for a long time. And what drives me mad is that we try and do the same things. We've got to change. I'm pushing the national minister. You know, we always talk about devolution, but I'm pushing the national minister to say, let's do something else. I'm saying, can we get involved in doing the investigation so we can change the less than 5% conviction rate? We need to push that up.
Communities, especially on the Cape Flats, live in daily fear of extortion, gang and gun violence. Some have, however, expressed mixed reactions to the deployment of the SANDF to crime-ridden communities.
It's okay, it will make the people safer, but also not really. I think it's going to cause more for the gangs and stuff to go up against the army and stuff also, because they feel they bigger than anything else in this world. So I feel that I don't think we'll still be safe.
To keep us safe, to keep the area safe, the environment safe for the gangsters, because they think they're walking around with guns. They don't care about people that is innocent.
Says for the intervention to succeed, it's critical that provincial and metro law enforcement are involved alongside police and the soldiers. He says lessons learned from the previous deployment in 2019 must be interrogated thoroughly.
The problem that we had last time is there wasn't a proper integrated system where law enforcement, we didn't have LEAP officers then, but metro police, that traffic police, that communities are involved, that the neighbourhood watchers and the CPFs are involved, that there's a forced multiplier. It can't just be SABC and the military, and then because then we're not going to get better. I've also asked for the reports. Let's get those reports on the last deployment from the military, from SAPS. What worked, what didn't work, because that surely is a place to start.
Cultural front, the Western Cape is currently experiencing an outbreak of foot and mouth disease in areas including Paarl and the Southern Cape. The visuals of these animals are only shown as a demonstration. The province has budgeted 100 million rand to manage and contain the outbreak, along with other measures. He says despite the ongoing discussion around US tariffs imposed on the country, there has been progress in agricultural exports over the past year.
Tariff discussion. It's not as if we've got out of the tariffs. We welcome our citrus getting into the US market now tariff-free because there's been an executive order on citrus. As you said, AGOA has been approved. You know, these are slight differences. We've now got to actually push to get proper trade agreements, deals. That's what they want. But that has also opened up other markets. It's forced us to go to new markets. And it also, I think our relationship with the EU has strengthened. And of course, we've got a lot of product into the EU that is tariff and duty free. So that gives us the opportunity to grow into new markets.
We'll also focus on the successes and challenges in the health, education, and social development departments, as these are the areas which deliver services directly to citizens. The official opposition in the provincial legislature, the ANC, says it wants the Premier to deliver a SOPA which will deal with a myriad of problems, including housing and water shortages, unplaced learners, rampant crime, and the rising cost of living.
Communities need from the Premier, and what we would want to hear is decisive action and honesty. Not another glossy speech that ignores the lived realities of people across the Western Cape. We would like to see a Premier delivering a SOPA based on the perspectives of the public of the Western Cape that he claims to serve.
The State of the Province address is scheduled to take place in George in the Southern Cape on Wednesday evening. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.